What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Peabody, and I'm back with another reaction. This one, man, we got bizarre events caught on tape worldwide. We got some craziness in here, I'm sure. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, man. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let's go.
NASA astronaut Nicole Ayers caught the burst of light called a sprite on camera while orbiting above the U.S. and Mexico.
Across the world, strange phenomena have been caught on camera. Rainbow bridges, mysterious events, and sightings even experts don't know the answers to.
Oh, wow! That's a UFO! Look, it's separating from itself.
So tune in today for the most bizarre phenomena ever happened. The people of Turkey witnessed an unusual phenomenon that left them stunned. On the night of 27th January 2025, Turkish people saw a strange phenomenon where pulses of white bluish light were emanating in a bizarre spiral fashion. Then waves from each side came out from a single spot that traveled in opposite directions. The possibility of it being a UFO was instantly dismissed, but it being Project Bluebeam is the most agreed upon theory as of yet. Watch the clip and let me know what you think. This could be Sky Portal. What was caught on camera has shocked netizens, but they were more stunned by who uploaded this footage. This spooky CCTV incident happened in Western Australia at around 9:30 p.m. back in 2019. When the storm caused a lightning flash, a massive circle portal opened in the night sky that seemed to appear right after the flash and moved out of sight after a few seconds. It's possible no one would have known about this phenomenon if it wasn't for the Broome police, who captured it on the south side of their station. The police releasing this video caused a frenzy online, and even after 7 years, literally no explanation has been brought forward. Multiplying suns phenomenon? An extraordinary sight of 7 suns staggered people in Chengdu, China. Back in July of 2024, a woman named Ms. Wang filmed this rare moment from a hospital, and the footage quickly blew up online. The suns looked real, each glowing with different intensity. However, this celestial display was not a cosmic event, but an optical illusion. From a different angle, instead of 7, people saw 4. Experts explained it was
a clip like this was in another one of my videos I reacted to. Instead of 4, I think they saw 7. But yeah, I said it was an optical illusion. And this guy right here said the same thing with these 4. So I'm pretty sure it's the same location.
Just an optical illusion caused by sunlight passing through layered windows. Ice crystals in the air may have also helped reflect the light, creating what's known as sun dogs. Extremely rare phenomenon. Something very rare was caught on camera in Alberta, Canada. As a storm rolled over Rich Valley just before 7 p.m. on 2nd July 2025, Ed Party and his wife Melinda saw a huge light orb that was 20 feet above the ground. They were able to record about 23 seconds of the phenomenon until it disappeared. Ed described it as a slowly moving bright orb of blue light that he believed was about 2 meters in diameter. The video was shown to Frank Florian, Senior Manager of Planetarium and Space Sciences at the TELUS World of Science in Edmonton.
Sometimes you can get that plasma itself or region of plasma to just linger for a little while. Plasma itself, if it's in a ball shape, they call it ball lightning.
Who said it was an incredible video of a very strange phenomenon linked with severe weather conditions. He believed that this could possibly be ball lightning and said this is a dangerous phenomenon, but such sightings are pretty rare events. Rainbow Bridge. Bifrost is a burning rainbow bridge that connects the realm of the gods, Asgard, to the realm of humans, Midgard. The following 2 clips of Rainbow Bridge were captured by different eyewitnesses in California. The first one was recorded on 10th July 2025 that showed a rainbow streak going across the Park-Merced neighborhood in the night sky.
Got a question, what causes that? understand how a rainbow happens, but these colors are too bright and too late at night. So where are these lights coming from?
This unbelievable footage was linked with Aurora Borealis, but the second clip might have shown the origin of this mysterious phenomenon. It was more obvious, and the rainbow streaks were defined lights going over California. This footage doesn't have a clear explanation, but some did say it could be a light show. However, according to FDA, such strong lights cannot be pointed towards the sky because of air traffic, and nothing above 5 milliwatts is allowed without their approval. So was this a bridge between realms, or a unique phenomenon? Let me know in the comments. Vancouver bizarre sighting. Bright blue and green lights suddenly appeared in the night sky over Canada, moving in strange patterns no one could explain. These lights had no uniformity, which led to witnesses making certain claims about their origins. Some said it was a rare extraterrestrial event or a bizarre phenomenon, but experts pointed out no such phenomenon exists that shows a ring of colorful lights moving across the skies in a unique and arbitrary manner. So what was it then? Let me know your theories on this unusual display of lights. Prism star sighting. In this mysterious clip, a rift in the middle of a forest was captured by an environmentalist who noticed strange heat maps on his device. The system was correct as he found this prism star-shaped oddity during broad daylight. Due to the high temperatures it was radiating, he cautiously stepped closer, but stopped about 9-10 feet away as it was getting really hot, and his phone started malfunctioning too. This could have been explained if there was something reflective in the area, but being in the forest, that possibility was rejected, making this 24-second clip one of the most mysterious events ever filmed. Moon cloud phenomenon. The night sky above Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia became the scene of an unusual phenomenon when a strange, perfectly round cloud appeared out of nowhere. Unlike anything seen before, it remained eerily still, defying the normal movement of the sky. People stood outside, recording videos of the mysterious cloud as it stayed there for a long time. But the explanation for this one, however, is much simpler than the rest. The cloud had taken
That cloud shaped just like a UFO. And weird as that sound, look at it. Look at the shape of it. Perfect circle, man.
a unique shape called lenticular cloud, and the light was nothing other than the moon, and not UFO, as people thought it was. Sky anomaly. On June 24, 2025, a glowing spiral was caught in the skies above UK, Ireland, and parts of Europe at around 8 p.m. People stared in confusion as the strange shape twisted and slowly faded away. Experts claimed it was caused by a SpaceX rocket that launched hours earlier, at around afternoon in Florida, saying leftover fuel froze and formed the spiral mid-air. But because of the time difference between when it was launched and when this spiral was sighted, netizens were extremely suspicious of that statement and didn't seem to buy the explanation at all. Mysterious sighting. The incident you're about to watch is covered in mystery, and here's why. This clip is from a CCTV recorded in an unknown location of an unknown neighborhood. At around 6:15 p.m. on 1st August 2019, a mysterious glowing orb slowly descended down on the garage of this house. It was also pulsating with constant intervals. Due to it being a CCTV capture, there was no audio, but if this mysterious orb was making a sound, someone should have come out, considering most people are home from work by that time. Only the time and date are known, and this video can only be found in a single compilation, so the original uploader is also unknown, making the sighting really mysterious. Crazy firmament footage. In this bizarre clip, the uploader claims to have spotted an actual UFO trying to fly through the dome. Firmament or dome is an alleged boundary that surrounds the Earth. And in this footage, an unknown flying object can be seen hitting that dome, causing a vibrant blue plasma to pour out upon contact. The UFO was trying to escape, but only ended up rubbing across the surface of the firmament before disappearing in the night sky. Skyfall mystery. While relaxing near her hot tub, Colleen McCormick spotted something odd in the night sky over Pembroke, Massachusetts. The 8-second video shows an object falling fast that Colleen managed to capture on her phone. Some viewers said it looked like a medical helicopter flying away, but the Federal Aviation Administration did not make any
That thing looked like Elon Musk rocket coming back to Earth about to land. That's exactly what that looked like to me.
statement on what was caught in the video, citing that they do not comment on third-party videos. The Pembroke Police Department didn't get any reports of debris in the area, nor did the Pembroke Fire Department. The incident was recorded on 25th June 2025, and still no concrete explanation has come out. Unexplained sky rings. This incredible footage captured dozens of white smoke rings mysteriously coming out of the clouds. Since they are moving so slow, it looked like they weren't moving at all. However, an explanation was given for this phenomenon that doesn't add up. These rings were likely caused by a volcanic mountain below that was blowing out smoke. But no mountain can be seen right below these rings, and there's multiple of them. So the cause of this strange phenomenon remains unknown. Oklahoma mystery.
Star. Oh, wow.
That's a UFO!
Look, it's separating from itself.
On 4th March, 2024, a strange object was seen in the sky that even news channels couldn't get answers of. It was sighted at 7:29 p.m. by Steve Aragona, who was outside with his children and neighbors when looked up and saw a white thing in the sky. Then the object separated and a big ring of smoke appeared. News 4 reached out to OU aerospace professor Ken Carson, who said it was a rocket booster separating stage.
It looked like a normal rocket with a booster separation staging.
But here's where things get suspicious. On the same day, SpaceX had a launch in Florida, but that was at 6:56 p.m. Eastern Time, which would have been 5:56 p.m. Central Time, meaning it should have been an hour and a half before when Steve recorded the sight at 7:29 p.m. Vandenberg Space Force Base in California were contacted by News 4, who said the timings didn't match up.
Contacted both Space Force bases on each sides of the coast.
They contacted another Space Force base in Florida, who said it didn't belong to them either. So this sighting that Steve saw in the sky remains a mystery even after a year. First New Jersey incident. This first incident was caught in Trenton, New Jersey on 8 December 2024 by a Ring doorbell camera. A strange anomaly was seen in the sky, flying over the southern part of the city. From the distance, it looked like a plane or a bright drone, but when it zoomed past the camera, an oval rainbow-like object was seen, which had a white orb chasing behind it. This incident was not explained, but look at this next clip. Second NJ incident. In this doorbell capture, that was recorded in the same neighborhood as the one before, once the red circle in the previous clip vanished, just 5 blocks away. This rotating round flying object appeared above another house. It was flashing and levitating, but disappeared after a huge flash. At first, people said it could be a meteorite, but due to this second angle, people are convinced it was an alien UFO, and since then, no one has disagreed. Welding rocks. Welding is a unique skill that requires years of training to perfect. However, nature seems to have provided the necessary tools for such a masterful skill. What you're looking at looks to be incredibly unusual, where 2 rocks are creating sparks and molten residue, only observed during welding processes.
That's crazy.
But note how the person is
That's crazy, man. Why do y'all think that's happening? I never thought something like this could it was even possible.
Is wearing safety gloves while handling them. These aren't ordinary, but rather metal-bearing rocks, also known as ores. Since rocks are made up of different minerals, specifically metals, the person most likely attached them to a battery or another source of electricity, hence this unusual display of property. Mysterious formation. This next clip is hard to explain, not only for me, but even for the people of Yangshuo region in China. You see, back in 2022, a black mist was caught on camera above a water body with birds flying around and through it as well.
On a serious note, man, what is that? This big ball or whatever it is in midair. Like a bunch of bugs flying out of it.
What's even more strange, it remained at that spot for quite some time before mysteriously disappearing. To this day, no one knows what it was, or if it was even real. Strange spiral. In 2021, residents of Samoa and Fiji spotted something strange above their islands. It was a glowing spiral twisting across the night sky.
Spectators obviously immediately posted it to social media in hopes of some kind of explanation.
Videos of the bizarre shape quickly spread online, with people demanding answers. An American astronomer explained it as leftover fuel from a Chinese rocket launch that happened earlier that day on 21st June, Friday. However, the people in the comments don't believe that to be true and claim it was something supernatural. Many rockets release fuel, but rarely such a spiraling sight is observed, so people tend to doubt such claims. Mysterious NASA footage. This astonishing video of Earth was released by NASA few months ago, showing astronauts fixing their shuttle. However, instead of the blue ball, viewers pointed to a strange thing falling towards the Earth. It was a massive object with no definite shape that stood out against the shape of the Earth. This unfamiliar item was white, grayish in color, and when people asked what it could be, there were mixed answers. The most believable one was that it was a shield of the shuttle that astronauts probably lost. But NASA videos are not without mystery, so some said it was a UFO. What do you think it was? Bizarre lake glitch. An unexplained phenomenon was caught on a lake that might be more than just a strange occurrence. It was recorded in British Columbia, Canada, and although the exact name of the lake was never disclosed, it's either Lake Emerald or Okanagan Lake. This strange sighting looked like a glitch in the Matrix.
That water playing eye trick on my eye, man. I think it's the glare. It's the glare that making it look like that, but no lie, it was playing a trick with my eyeballs. That's weird. Never seen it.
As the water kept on creating weird waves that never broke through the surface. However, it's a phenomenon called wave oscillation, or standing wave. It's a wave that oscillates in time, but its peak does not change, which makes it look like an optical illusion, and to some, even a glitch in the Matrix. Toxic cloud. If you see this, run away and let the professionals handle it, because what you're looking at is not a piece of cloud, but rather something hazardous. Captured in the West Java province of Indonesia, this toxic cloud fell down into a facility that makes renewable energy. Men rushed towards this cloud that is not only dangerous for humans, but also has a pungent smell. It is called noxious foam that forms as sewage and household detergents mix within areas of water, which may be caused by a narrowing of a river or near bridges. When winds blow, they transport this harmful and dangerous foam across the city. So, it's best to stay away and not try to play with it, thinking it's a cloud or ordinary foam. Perfect camouflage. At first, the footage looked like a video of the clouds, but take a look at this spot right here. Instead of all the clouds moving away, only this unusual-looking cloud formation started traveling. This didn't behave like a cloud and was linked with an alien flying craft that had camouflaged with the sky. However, some said due to the difference of altitude between this cloud and the rest, it only looked to be moving faster than the rest. However, it moved in the opposite direction, which never got answered. Mysterious being. This footage, uploaded by a woman from Arizona, captured an enigmatic event that some are calling optical illusion. At around 7 p.m. on 9th June 2025, uploader Daisy noticed a strange dark figure in the sky and used her phone's camera to get a better look, but she couldn't zoom in close enough to this mysterious figure. Whatever this was, can be seen walking in the sky, and sometimes it's
What do y'all think that is right there, floating in the sky? Take a wild guess. What you got?
legs can also be seen. People called it an optical illusion, but because it was caught in the middle of the city, a mirage would not be possible. Secondly, that still does not explain the figure moving. Comment below what your thoughts are on it. Unanswered sighting. On the night of June 28, 2025, strange dark objects were seen in the sky above Los Angeles. These objects had met at a single spot, and with multiple eyewitnesses capturing the bizarre moment on camera. But no one knew what it was. So many people reached out to FAA that didn't provide any explanation. Even the authorities of Los Angeles failed to say anything, which only made people more curious and suspicious of this sight. With no explanation as of yet, people are left baffled by this incident. Meltdown. You're looking at a phenomenon that might have a solid explanation, but it's something that proves why no one should ever mess with electricity. Caught somewhere in California, the person recording is the one responsible for this mishap. That molten lava and residue on the ground is a mixture of the metal ladder and the ground. When placing the ladder, he failed to anchor it, which made it slip from his hand and land on the power lines above. High voltage went through the ladder, creating a complete circuit, but thankfully the man was nowhere near when it happened. But look at what it did to the ladder. Shocking spectacle. This woman performed a spectacle that might prove something supernatural exists.
Oh, hell no. They get your floating ass on somewhere else. What kind of tricks, powers you got?
A mysterious girl, whose identity was concealed, uploaded a jaw-dropping video that left viewers stunned. In the clip, she carefully chose a spot, and then she started levitating off the ground, hovering as though gravity had no hold on her. But there was something even more bizarre. The stick she was holding also levitated alongside her as she used her powers on it. Many speculated it was a levitation trick done through editing or wires, but she was in a secluded area, surrounded by trees and in the middle of a trail track. If there is another way she could have done it, kindly let me know in the comments below. Plasma being. A humanoid figure was caught on camera, but unlike a human. As you can see, he or she was glowing red hot in broad daylight. This strange video was recorded somewhere in Russia a few months ago. And neighbors who captured this eerie incident were left shocked to see someone like that so near to their home. The possible explanation of this phenomenon doesn't match the visual. The phenomenon when someone appears to glow in the distance, especially at night, is often an illusion caused by the autokinetic effect and atmospheric effects like diffraction and scattering. It's not a literal glowing, but rather a visual perception tricking the eye and brain. However, this was caught in the middle of the day, and the figure was also moving, yet maintaining their plasma shape, and them being caught on camera makes it that much more mysterious.
That thing was for sure moving, so whatever explanation they gave that man, I think they lied to him. I don't believe that.
London's orb mystery. TikTok
London.
user Robert King, NZ, filmed a strange glowing orb hovering in the sky over London on 29th of June, 2025. It clearly looked like a glowing white orb that was moving, unlike a
bright, for
drone
sure.
or a star. What's creeping people out is how often this is happening lately. Ever since that unexplained orb sighting in New Jersey, similar footage keeps popping up from different parts of the world. Bouncing ground. Ever wondered why some grass becomes bubbly, causing it to be bouncy? Well, these hikers stumbled upon that phenomenon, and as much as they were amused by this unexpected sight, there is a logical explanation. The bouncy ground phenomenon happens due to different reasons. Two most common being the soil liquefaction that makes it act like a trampoline, which usually happens in the wilderness due to heavy rainfall, or is most commonly seen on golf courses due to water being trapped under the ground. This could happen because of rainwater being trapped, leakage from sprinklers, or underground irrigation systems malfunctioning. Blinking sun. Something unbelievable was recorded on the 4th of July.
Hello, everybody. Happy.
People on Imperial Beach, California were dumbfounded by the sight of the sun constantly blinking as if it was a light bulb. In this video, a woman can be heard speaking Spanish, telling everyone what she is seeing,
Mucha actividad aquí en la playa.
but finds it difficult to believe this peculiar phenomenon. She was standing on the pier, and this wasn't due to the camera because you can see other beachgoers being baffled by this strange sight as well. It was filmed on Independence Day 2 years ago, and still no explanation exists.
Pero están viendo ahorita.
Equator line. Spotted. Filmed from a plane. A passenger caught a massive shadow going across Earth in a straight line. This seemed like the imaginary line that gets drawn at the center of the globe model. However, it's not an actual line. So what was the reason for such a long shadow being cast on the ground? The most believable explanation of this strange phenomenon is actually something most of us can observe ourselves. It could possibly be a shadow from a chemtrail or contrail that was thicker than usual, unlike the clouds. But sometimes, even clouds make shadows when they are dense with vapors. Mysterious cross. The cross seen in the skies of Almaty, was it an optical illusion or sign of the times? On January 4th, 2025, an extraordinary sight was observed in the skies over Kazakhstan that showed a massive cross over the entire city center. Depending on where you were standing, it either loved like an X or the biblical cross, which is why people had so many different theories. However, this phenomenon could be pareidolia, where the mind perceives familiar shapes in random patterns, such as clouds or light effects. But such celestial sightings always start debates online, and this one was considered to be a sign of the end days approaching. Mayfly mayhem? They sure are tiny, but give them some time, and they can turn the scene purely apocalyptic. Tyler Leo. A giant swarm of mayflies at Weissmart Marina in Cedar Bluff, Alabama gas.
Man, that's disgusting. Then it had to be in Alabama, of course. Cedar Bluff, Alabama. Y'all need to do something about all them bugs, man.
Station. He was going to get gas, but ran when he saw how many bugs there were. The creepy crawlers hatch in massive numbers near Weiss Lake, and luckily, they don't bite. They also live for just 2 days, but in that short lifespan, their swarms can cover 80 miles in one go, which is as amazing as it is daunting. Reverse physics. When you throw something down, you don't expect it to go up. But if you're in India, you can forget all about the laws of physics. A specific waterfall at Bandardara, a village in western part of the country, has a strange phenomenon. Take a look at this guy throwing some twigs, yet they don't fall down. And then this guy throws an entire stick, but it goes past him. Because of the pressure of the waterfall, anything lighter than its pressure will go upwards before coming down. The draft is so
Makes
strong,
sense.
which is why your clothes also go up on the edges of a waterfall. Ring of Doom. In the skies of Moscow, a shape as simple as a circle caused all kinds of chaos in the streets. While some were amazed by the sight, others started quoting the end of times. But the reality was that a nearby transformer malfunctioned, and the smoke from the incident took the form of a ring. This was further proven by a demonstration of how this phenomenon works. Light from above. Residents of Shenyang, China, were quick to whip out their phones to film a mysterious tower of light. The giant luminous pillar appeared from above, as if an alien UFO was landing on Earth. But unfortunately for us, this was just an optical illusion. That pillar is actually a skyscraper, covered in fog, and that light is sunlight reflecting off the building's windows, creating the illusion of a celestial pillar. Bizarre cloud. Does that look like a natural?
You know, a lot of that cloud look pretty cool. I would love to see something like this in person. It's pretty
Natural cloud formation to you? A bizarre UFO-like cloud formed over a city in Turkey. On January 19th, 2023. According to locals, the formation appeared for approximately 1 hour before vanishing. However, Turkish meteorological experts said that the phenomenon was an example of lens clouds formed due to strong winds over hills and mountains, putting an end to the debate. Bizarre desert spectacle. In the middle of Pakistan's Thar Desert, something
I also seen this one in another one of my videos, and I still don't understand how this even works. How are these fish doing what they doing, and where are they going? Where did they even come from?
truly bizarre was caught on camera. A river of fish wriggling across dry sand. The confusing video made the rounds on the internet last year. It shows tons of fish jumping around on the sandy dune. But how did this happen? Turns out, a nearby river had suddenly shifted its course, which caused thousands of fish stranded far from water. Now it's time for today's subscriber's pick. While orbiting Earth, NASA astronaut Nicole Ayers snapped a jaw-dropping image. A massive red lightning sprite stretching above a storm near Mexico and the southern US. The strange shape looked like a glowing jellyfish with light branching out in all directions. These rare events are called TLEs, transient luminous events. Nicole, the pilot of SpaceX's crew, 10 mission and member of International Space Station expeditions 72 and 73, snapped the striking photo on 3rd July 2025 as the station passed by a large thunderstorm hanging over North America, including California and Texas. Sprites are sometimes referred to as jellyfish because they contain multiple branches of light that spread out like tentacles. Sprites can range in size, with the largest ever recorded being 50 miles or 80 kilometers above Earth's surface.
Watch what magnesium does to your bowels.
If you have to wipe more than 4 times after you poop, here's why.
Alright guys, that wraps up that video, man. If you stuck around through the whole thing, man, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Until next time, peace.